How far would you go to get to the top?
Oh, I know what I'd do.
What would you do, babe?
Dermot O'Leary, straight in the Thames. Ben Shepherd, Oates, Ant Deck, all mine.
Well, there you go.
Mary George tells a very steamy and scandalous story of how her mother and son went from penniless beginnings to virtually ruling the country as part of the King's court.
I do not own my home. My children are unwed. We have nothing.
If this became known, your position in society would become untenable.
Change does not come unless you grab it by the hand. Give the king whatever he wants.
May I perform for you?
He will be yours, mine, ours.
I have the power, I have the king, I have England.
What could possibly stop us now?
Do be careful.
Your whole dark brood, a lot of it.
Was that a joke?
No.
That looks so good.
I'm in.
Julianne Moore and Nicholas Galitzine join us now, and another guest.
Hi, my friend Buddy is here.
It looks like Buddy's going to be going home with you today.
Oh, my
Julia.
God, wouldn't I love that?
That is the happiest he's been all day.
He's really comfortable. Love it.
Cute, yeah.
Well, this series, Mary and George, it looks so good. I'm intrigued. It's taken from the Jacobean era period, which I don't know much about. Did you know much about it?
Oh, my gosh. Well, I'm an American, so no.
Yeah, I'm a Brit and I knew even less. Yeah.
We know about King James, of course, and we know about the King James Bible, but that's about it. And it was a relatively short period. It was 20 years. So, and there haven't been a lot of TV shows or movies about this era.
And your character will stop at nothing to get to the top, because she starts off with nothing, doesn't she?
Yeah, and she's pretty ambitious. She's ambitious for herself and for her beautiful son.
I'll pass a
Aw,
finger
you want a little
over.
something?
There you go.
Here.
Oh, he's
There we
he'll be
go.
happy.
There, he's happy
There
now.
you
Yeah,
go.
now he's happy.
He's happy now.
Yeah.
So, and she uses her middle son, doesn't she? She uses her middle son to get what she wants.
I think she sees in him someone who can achieve everything she can't. He's male, he's good-looking, he has advantage, and she's like, use it. And she really feels that, you know, he can make it to the top, and he does. He ends up becoming, you know, the consort of King James.
This is literally what Alison says to me before every show. Use it, I will do.
You can do it. You can do it.
You're both amazing actors, but do you relish more when a part comes in and it is a little bit like, oh, they're not straight shooters?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely say so. You know, more of a character arc. You know, getting to play people who are not so similar to yourself, I think, is intriguing.
Yeah, and I think the writing in this was really extraordinary.
So good,
it just leapt off the page. They're so unusual. These characters are so frank. They're so outrageous. The behaviour is entertaining and relatable, and yeah, there are a lot of relationships in it. Let's put it that way.
And a lot of saucy, hot scenes as well.
Yeah.
But not gratuitous.
Never.
No.
Never.
No, never
definitely
that.
not.
Yeah.
How long did it take to film it all? Because when you watch anything, I love a good box set. And I love sitting in. And when you watch a lot of stuff that's made now for TV and streaming sites, they're almost like mini films, each one.
Right.
So how long did it take from start to finish?
It's about 6 months, you know, maybe a month or so prep beforehand. But yeah, it was pretty grueling.
It was pretty long. We started in January and went from winter into
filming all the seasons. It was snowing, it was raining, it was sunshine. Yeah, it was nice.
Exactly.
And you had to deal with accents. Obviously, you had to deal with the English accent. You just said you was American. How did you cope with that?
It was that was really hard because I was the only American in the cast. It was a really huge and wonderfully talented group of actors. They were all British, and so I felt a lot of pressure, you know, to get it right. So I had a really wonderful dialect.
It must be so nerve-wracking when you first do it, and then you look around to see if everyone thinks it's okay.
Yeah. And you know, no one's going to want to be rude and be like, "She sounds terrible." But you know, you hope they'll say something if you go too far.
You have to give him permission. If you want to correct me, you correct me.
Yes, absolutely.
Nicholas, for me, Julianne, obviously, Oscar winner.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How did you feel about kind of thinking, oh, my God, I've got to go toe-to-toe, really?
I mean, I think she's very, very collaborative, and I think just carries a lightness to her that I think puts everyone at ease around them. So, you know, with Tony Curran as well, plays King James, I felt like it was a really just an encouraging environment to really, try different stuff and collaborate. Yeah.
I think she do little dances for you in order to chill you out.
She does do a little dance, sort of a little song.
I like to keep it alive.
What's the song? We want to know what the song is.
Take notes.
It's different every time.
I just make them up.
Yeah,
I make them up. I'm like, a song like, oh, I'm holding a dog, we're holding a dog, and then we're going to talk on the television show.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
We all know this.
Yeah. We like you. Yeah. But, I could throw the same question what Paddy's just thrown to you, Julianne, and, you've worked with the great Sylvester Stallone, Harrison Ford, one of my mates, Hugh Jackman. I loved him in Boogie Nights. What was it like working with this one?
Oh,
How did it compare?
He was great. He's so talented and has such a wonderful attitude, and his part is really, really arduous, especially physically. Was hanging from a tree in one scene, and the weather was terrible, and he had to dance, and he had to ride a horse, and he was in every single day, and he's just tremendous in this. Really, really great.
Incredible.
And you work alongside Nicola Walker as well.
Oh, I love her so much. She's amazing.
There she is.
Yeah. She's amazing.
Incredible.
We were working together, we were at the end of this long, she was at one end of a table and I was at the other end, and all I wanted to do was to get close to her. I kept running over to her after every take. She's just, I adore her.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about being in the UK? Have you enjoyed it? Because I know you've got English roots, haven't you?
Well, Scottish. My mother was from Scotland.
Scottish?
Yeah.
So what's it like? What do you do when you come to England? What's your thing?
Well, I've worked here a lot, actually. I mean, I usually end up staying in Notting Hill because I know it. And this time I had a little house that was near Ottolenghi, which was great. So I had a lot of great takeout food. And I walk around, I go to Hyde Park, it's great. It's a beautiful city.
Does it feel like your second home?
I was going to say, can I ask, because you are so well known and you're so famous, I think you'll probably walk around and that level of fame, sometimes people just don't, because they think, oh, can't be.
Do they leave you be?
They do, absolutely. I think every big city in the world, people are busy doing their thing, and you just kind of walk around, and there's so much to do here, so much to see. People are great, so I enjoyed it.
Nicholas, I've got to say, you are a big icon in the community. You're absolutely loved.
Thanks.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, incredible. It's hard. You don't want to pay too much attention from the sort of outside sources sometimes, but I think that the resonance been able to have in the last couple of years is just, it's just so encouraging and so heartwarming. Yeah.
Oh, just walk around. Icon.
We're all
massive teacher.
Yeah.
Icon. Enjoy me. Enjoy me. Why not?
Have a little bit of that.
Yeah.
You was never supposed to be an actor, though, were you? When you into rugby?
Yeah, I was at Harlequin's Academy. I was playing rugby since I was, I think, about 7 years old.
Yeah.
And just kind of a series of injuries kind of led to me falling out of love with the game a little bit. And then acting kind of fell on my lap about...
Thank goodness.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And I don't get to get smashed in the face.
Much better for your ears.
Yes, exactly.
Lot safer, you end up like that. There
Did you play rugby as well, then?
No. No. It's just genetics.
Yeah.
Thanks for flagging that up.
Sorry. Listen, Mary and George, it's incredible. It's available on Sky Atlantic and Now TV from Tuesday, the 5th of March. So make sure you tune in. Thank you, Julianne. Thank you, Nicholas.
So much
Lovely to see you.
Thanks for having
us. Feel free
us.
to look after our body for the rest of the day.
Thanks for letting me hold the
You're
dog.
welcome. You're welcome.